Many parents and school teachers are asking if we can provide their children with the opportunity to enroll in a local Canadian school and experience a typical Canadian learning experience to help students explore future studies in Canada. We believe that a student exchange program is a good fit for this request, and today we have the great pleasure of interviewing Joanna Bordereau, who is the Principal of International Education and Regional Programs for the Dauphin Peel Catholic District School Board in Mississauga, Ontario, Canada. She will provide us with necessary information and discuss programming options in the board. So hi, good morning, Joanna.
Good morning.
Thank you very much for allowing us this opportunity to learn about your school board and in particular international exchange programs with your board.
Well, good morning and greetings to all of you in China. It's my absolute pleasure this morning to meet you virtually, which is quite exciting, and to tell you about some of the wonderful opportunities that the International Education Program presents to students all over the world in the Dauphin Peel Catholic District School Board. I look forward to being able to describe for you the excellent learning opportunities for our students, not only our local students here in Dauphin Peel, but for your students who hopefully will join us from China. So I look forward to this interview this morning.
Okay, thank you, Joanna. So we probably can start with some basic information about the Dauphin Peel Catholic District School Board. So would you please give us some background of your board?
Certainly. So the Dauphin Peel Catholic District School Board is Ontario's second largest Catholic school board in the province. We currently operate 150 schools in Dauphin Peel. 124 of those schools are at the elementary level, and 26 of those schools are at the secondary level. We are located throughout Mississauga, Brampton, Caledon, and Orangeville. We are located in the Greater Toronto Area, one of Canada's most culturally diverse and vibrant regions. We currently service well over 15,000 students in the board and have a teaching faculty of over 5,000 teachers. Being geographically located in the Greater Toronto Area provides a true Canadian experience for our students, supporting diversity and multiculturalism. We have easy access to outstanding universities and colleges in the Greater Toronto Area. Dauphin Peel is known for outstanding provincial and international test scores. This is a testament to the high academic achievement and sense of well-being of our students. Our exceptional programs include the International Baccalaureate Program, the Advanced Placement Program, and Specialist High Skills Majors. Those are just among a few of the many diverse programs offered in our schools.
Okay, thank you, Joanna. Thank you so much for introduction about your board. So when we talk about Catholic schools, many parents might have questions about Catholic education. So could you please briefly give us some background of Catholic schools and the difference between Catholic schools and also the district school, public schools?
So this one's a little bit interesting, and it's a little hard sometimes for people to understand. But Catholic education in the province of Ontario is funded by the Ontario government. So the government of Ontario does provide funding for Catholic schools. We're part of the public education system. However, we are a Catholic faith-based system. While students attend our schools, both elementary and secondary, in the elementary panel, our students must be of the Catholic faith, so one parent must be a baptized Catholic. However, when funding was introduced in Ontario for secondary schools, at that time the Premier of Ontario asked us to allow open access in our secondary schools. What does that mean? That means that any student of any faith denomination is welcome into our secondary schools, and funding is provided for those students to attend our schools. What makes us unique? Well, there are many things that make us unique. We are a faith-based system. Our schools value respect, caring, and inclusive environments. Through our faith lens, we promote the treatment of all students with respect and dignity. Each of our students is valued, cared for, and appreciated, regardless of their ethnic background, or their religious beliefs. Catholic schools promote inclusion, equity, and respect. We try our best to create learning environments rooted in our belief system where each student is valued and cared for. Students feel comfortable and safe in our schools. Students are asked to take 1 religion credit per year. Each year there is a different focus, however, on our religion courses. Most of our international students are arriving in grade 11 and 12. The religion courses at the grade 11 and 12 level are perhaps the favorites out of all. Grade 11, religion, focuses on world religions, so our students are studying the very many different religions in the world. And in grade 12, this is my favorite course, the entire religion program is based on community service and volunteerism. We allow our students an opportunity to go out into the community and experience what volunteerism and giving back to the community is all about. These courses help to form real strong moral character in our students. Students begin to see the importance of giving back and the spirit of serving those that are in need. Our schools promote acceptance of all and a common understanding that we are each valued, cared for, and respected as individuals in society.
Yeah, thank you so much, Joanna, for introducing about the difference between the Catholic schools and the other schools. So that makes us more understanding about the school system here in our board. Now let's focus on your short-term exchange program. So first, can you introduce or describe a little bit about your international education program?
So our international education program in Dufferin Peel welcomes students from all over the world who would like to experience learning in Canada and improve their English language proficiency skills. We design our programs to meet the individual needs of students wishing to travel to Canada. We offer a 1-semester program that's from January to February. So 1 semester would be from either September to the end of January, or they also have the choice of coming for semester 2 only, which would be January to February. And certainly we offer the full year program. Students joining us for the full year are here from September to the end of June. We have many students currently who have not only completed their first year with us in Dufferin Peel, but have returned for year 2 and are now completing their 2nd full year with us. We work with students, parents, guardians, and our guidance departments in our schools to ensure that all of the students joining us meet the necessary requirements back home in China for their high school diplomas. Therefore, we try to make sure that courses that they are selecting here meet with the criteria back home in your own country. We offer a true Canadian experience for our students. Our students are not only able to study during the day in our classrooms with our Canadian students, but are also offered opportunities to participate in the many, many rich extracurricular activities before and after school. These can include sports, clubs, teams, events. Our current international students can provide excellent testimonials for you, which we will forward to you in the near future.
Yes. So now we understand a little bit about the short-term exchange program. So usually how long would the program last?
Well, our programs, again, as I stated, are very flexible. So we offer 1 semester and full year. So we have short-term programs and longer-term programs. However, I do need to make sure that you're clearly understanding that in order to earn credits, a student would have to participate for the entire semester. We would not be able to grant credits in Ontario to any student, not even our own students, unless they fulfill the minimum of 110 hours required by the Ministry of Education. Students wishing to come for shorter periods of time can do so, but would be auditing or observing our courses, and that's fine as well. But they would not, again, be able to earn credits. Our programs are available from September to June, and we are also hoping to offer some summer programs in the near future for students wanting a 1-month experience in Dufferin Peel, and that would be more of a focus on English language proficiency skills.
Okay, so all of our exchange students will be placed in local schools with the local students. So what would be the requirement for the language if they want to take such kind of short-term exchange programs?
So first of all, we are accepting of all students in different fields. So we have an ESL Newcomer Assessment Center, and all of our students who arrive to us internationally are given the opportunity to go through some testing at that center so that we can get a good sense of the English language proficiency skills. Based on that testing, it's not that we turn anybody away, we actually welcome and accept everyone. But what we then are able to do is program appropriately for these students to help meet their individual learning needs. These students are offered an opportunity in our high schools of registering for ELL programming. What does that mean? That means that most of our international students begin their day in an ELL classroom. This is the classroom that's going to assist them and have them hopefully improve upon their English language proficiency skills. And then that classroom serves as an excellent resource for them with their other subject areas. So for example, students can return to their ELL resource teacher throughout the day at various times throughout the day to continue to get support in learning in the various other subjects, help with their assignments, help with writing papers, help with writing essays, studying for tests, studying for exams. So it's a very comprehensive program that enables the international education student hopefully to experience great success.
Wonderful. So all the students will have very immersed experience in your school board. So how are students assigned to schools and classes?
Well, we provide a whole team approach to facilitating the registration and acceptance and admissions for our international students. We have an admissions department at the board office that handles all of the necessary paperwork with parents, and that would be the application form, fee submission, visas, work-study permits. So that department is very busy in accommodating all of these international students. We also work very well with our guidance departments in our schools to ensure that they are looking over course transcripts from the students who are coming to us internationally in order to best program and pick subject areas to meet their needs. And we also work definitely with our ELL teachers to ensure that they are flagged right away as soon as they enter the building. These students are flagged and become the responsibility of the ELL department. So it is a very comprehensive team approach. We certainly ensure that we're working with our agents to provide adequate homestay arrangements for our students. We definitely look at the learning needs and the interests of our students, the English language proficiency skills, which are certainly important, and we look at small class sizes to try and accommodate these students as well, because we want them to feel a sense of comfort and ease when they come in. It's a huge transition for them coming to a new country with new expectations and new ways of fitting into society and fitting into our classrooms. So we do our best to try and ensure that our students are placed in some smaller size classrooms to help meet their individual learning needs.
Okay, so yeah, that must be a wonderful experience for them. So what are the subjects or courses available for the students to select? Is there any limitation on course selection for the short-term exchange students?
No, we allow our international education students an opportunity to select the same courses that our own students would be selecting. Except for the ESL class, which we strongly recommend for all of them. They're all placed in that class. The rest of the selections are their choices, and their choices of interest, but also based on some course requirements that may be needed by each one of them in their own countries that are joining us. We treat every student here equally, and we don't put course restrictions on our international students. However, you have to recognize as well that our students, local students, are registering early for the following year. So from time to time, course availability is based on numbers and based on whether or not a course has been filled. And if so, then we would hopefully have to recommend something else that would be of benefit and of interest to that particular students. We offer all the core curriculum areas, and in Ontario, when we refer to the core curriculum areas, we are referring to, of course, the Englishes, the maths, the sciences, geographies, histories. Those would be our core curriculum areas. But then we offer many diverse courses, from technology-enabled learning to the arts, to sports, The list is endless of the number of different courses offered in our secondary schools. We offer many experiential learning opportunities for our students. Students have an opportunity to go out into the workforce and experience cooperative education, experiential learning. And we actually have some students this semester in Dufferin Peel, international students, that are actually out there earning credits in co-op and are actually experiencing what it's like to actually work in Canada, which is a phenomenal experience for these students. So our courses are endless, and the opportunities are granted equally to all of the students, including our international education students.